It's time to Blaster Master. It's Blaster Master 0. Support indie channels. Listen, it's just me, Majora T. And TurboZone RPG Archive, The Button Mappers, Bio Phoenix Games with T to every 309. Oh, there's just so many indie channels. Just subscribe to all of them. We do this out of our own goodwill. We do it for the people. You're the people. We do this for you. Cheers to you. Cheers to us. Subscribe, motherfuckers. Anyways, Blaster Master 0 is not an indie game. It's an Inti game. A game by Inti Creates. But it kind of gives you indie feels anyway. But it's like really good indie style. This is a remake of Sunsoft's classic, Blaster Master. And this is Blaster Master 0. 1. The first Blaster Master 0. But it's not the first Blaster Master. That was an NES game released in 1988. Blaster Master 0 released in 2017, to my understanding. And I also understand that while Sunsoft owns the IP and is listed as a developer, they pretty much handed the reins to Inti Creates. Do what you want. We know you did Mega Man 0. Have a blaster. Have a blast. A blasta. Blasta pasta. Anyways. Blaster Master 0 is a beautiful, beautiful recreation of the original game. The original game was pretty long and hard. It was an adventure game with 8 sprawling levels. At the time, they didn't really think of it as a Metroid because Metroid didn't even have the map system that became embellished in all concurrent Metroidvania themed titles. You know, that little square grid. But the original game came packed in with maps. And I have some experience playing that version. I think it was hard because it was in the arcade style with limited credits, and in a long adventure game, that's not exactly the best system that you want. But this one doesn't have any of that. It has a save system. It has very fair checkpoints. It still balls to the wall hard. And I kind of love that. It's a really good challenge and one that I have respect for because the gameplay is really just the selling point here. You get to control a freaking tank and then go hop out of the tank and go explore these mini dungeons with this unique blaster system. It's so cool. The concept is weird. You're playing as Jason. Hi, Jason. Jason's hopping after frogs. That sounds kind of backwards, but it's what it is. He found a radioactive frog and decided to keep it as a pet right before it ran away down a hole into the center of the earth, where there's an underground Ice Age civilization or something like that. He finds his tank, Sophia 3, and then a human being lady to go control the tank. And it was love at first accompaniment. She joins him in the tank, and yeah, this game has like a narrative. It's like there's a lot of moments, like every time you get to a new area, they start to develop the narrative between Jason, Sophia, and the frog, and it's there. I mean, it's just kind of funny. I enjoyed playing it on stream and doing some read alouds. But yeah, really very excellent systems. I really like how Jason has like 8 default weapon attacks, and if you take too many hits, you start to lose access to some of them. You could spam through most of the levels with the most OP Wave Blaster. It's like a level 8 attack, and it's superb. I think I knocked down one of the bosses in just like one button mashing sprawl. But that's not the only one you're going to use. You're going to use the flamethrower, you're going to use the shocker, and they come in handy in different systems. When you complete some of these mini dungeons as Jason, you obtain upgrades for Sophia, the tank, or for Jason. And this leveling up system is pretty cool. I really like it. It makes it feel rewarding as far as the adventure and exploration goes. But not every area has something that you're going to find. So sometimes you'll go through a little mini dungeon, you'd be like, well, why wasn't there anything there? Oh, well, you know, you're just exploring. You're just adventuring. Despite that, the game is pretty clear-cut. There are objective markers on your maps, although you have to find maps. But even so, without that, it will still tell you where to go most of the time. And so that's pretty helpful. You don't have to worry about getting lost in exploration. It's hard, especially once you get maybe to the halfway point. I don't think the bosses are terribly difficult, although that final boss gave me a goddamn callus on my middle finger. Funny coincidence, because that middle finger was staying up at that final boss. But yeah, I respected the challenge. I had fun, and I did need a little help with the final boss. There's no shame in looking for it if you need it. It's a really great game. I will say, though, that the ending, if you don't 100% the game, is absolutely savage. They guilt trip you so hard for not 100% finding all the items. It's fine. I still spent about 9 hours playing the game. It was never really about the narrative to me. It was just about the tank exploration, the Jason exploration. That sounds like a YouTube channel. And also the music. My God, some of these went straight to my playlist. I kid you not. This is a very faithful rendition of the original NES classic, and I think it outfits it to newer audiences. I'm very happy to see that. I look forward to seeing what the rest of this Blaster Master Zero series has in store. I had a great time, and I hope you do too, if you haven't tried it yet. Blasters. You can all be a master of the blaster. Play some Blaster Master Zero today.